Section 664. Deleted portion. Good evening. Now, a few helpful notes, I hope, before dictation. The information will also be valuable in other areas. Give us a moment. It is the ego, of course, that concentrates so intently upon physical reality and the physical problems, as well as challenges. When Rupert utilizes other focuses and turns his consciousness in other than directly physical areas, when he turns several angles away, then to some extent he frees himself to some degree from beliefs, but certainly from their effects. The mode of orientation is simply not the same. It is true that his beliefs are also responsible for the fact that he can experience such alterations to begin with. While his beliefs are partially responsible for his astonishing facility, once in various altered states, he is in a kind of freewheeling situation as far as physical reality is concerned. He is in it, but not directly focused there. As he knows, he switches on an easy gear. In certain stages of consciousness, beliefs can be changed more easily, but there must be, of course, an insertion from the normal egotistical level in most instances. Far from beliefs being embedded in the so-called unconscious, they are, relatively speaking, more plastic there. Beliefs are strongest at precisely the point of conscious impact upon the physical environment. The belief, any belief, is a conscious formation of ideas that are accepted as physical truth. The energy for the beliefs comes from other levels, of course. Without the energy, the beliefs would wither. In certain terms, alterations of consciousness involve you in experiences of an angular nature, where perception uses physical reality as a basis, but forms angles from it. In certain terms, the physical world can be said to be opaquely perceived then, while other perceptions become clearer. But the normally conscious attention is no longer so dominant, and even normal beliefs go into a momentary withdrawal. They are activated again, of course, upon the next usual impact of ego consciousness with the environment. Rupert believes in his inner agility. It is only with the impact of body and environment, of course, that he has difficulty. The freewheeling states of consciousness can therefore be of help to him. The freewheeling characteristic being primarily in relationship to physical reality. His intentness then is translated or transferred away from the normal environment. The point of power exercise can be utilized from these other levels, where the inner mobility is then seen rising up. It would help if at those levels he imagined his body as plastoid, always in a state of change, as fluid as his thoughts, and not so much a physical thing. He often thinks of it as a thing to be moved, when it is instead an ever-changing, flashing materialization of motion. He does not have to move it. It can move quite well itself. We will have more now or later this evening, but first dictation, or do you want a break? Ralph said, yes,